All right, before we get into this taste test, Tony is late to the podcast right now. We're sitting here waiting for him, so we got his vindaloo here. I reckon we just load it up with a whole bunch more chili before we get into this next part, eh?
It's the spiciest meal on the menu too, so we're going to smash it with chili.
Some extra hot cayenne pepper here. I reckon just load it up. It's not the hottest thing in the world, but if you load it up, you know.
Well, this meal is actually so spicy, man. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's good.
That's going to be fun. Poor guy, does he even like spice?
All right, we're back. JJ's brought us in a couple of goodies to try on the show. What do we got? We got the fork and easy. I've got the teriyaki chicken. JJ's got the spag bowl. Of course, you've got the spag bowl. That's it, mate. You've always just been nothing but spag bowl. Hey?
I'm the most basic guy you'll ever meet. All I need is my bolognese.
Oh, well, mate,
you're going the vindaloo.
I'm in heaven over here. Is it hot?
You like spicy food? Because that's...
Well, do I like spicy food?
It's like, it depends on how
I got a
hot,
story for you, JJ. I love spicy food. Last podcast, I did the hot chip challenge. Yeah. I've always wanted to do it. I did it, and I thought I was fine. Like I was fine, right? I had a beer, and I sort of.
It's debatable. People have seen the footage, mate. You struggled a bit,
mate. I left the set. I was fine. I picked my daughter up. We went to KFC, and I bought a 3-piece meal. And I don't know whether I ate it on an empty stomach or I threw the 3-piece meal down within about 3 minutes. Within about 40 minutes, I am buckled up on the floor.
Oh.
I couldn't even talk. I was breathing. Like, people are going to call me out on this. See, I get all that, but you know, I thought I was going to die. I'm thinking, I think I might need an ambulance. It went for about 15 minutes, and my daughter, she called my wife, and she's panicking. I couldn't even speak to her. And then 15 minutes, it just went away. Like it just stopped. So it was the weirdest.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The really bad stomach cramps. And then it went away in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So that was my chili chip experience. But
hopefully it doesn't ruin like chili for you, because you know when you go something too crazy, I think it can affect you where you can't actually handle hot food as much anymore.
How good does that smell? Oh my god!
That's the spiciest.
Because you like spicy food, but it's the challenges, and sometimes it can ruin it for you. Some people do these challenges and then. Like a normal meal then just becomes too much for them. So
yeah, because we're all right with spice, but because we did so many stupid challenges, I'm just like, I prefer food not spicy.
Yeah, and it really ruins it for you, yeah.
Can I just make mention that JJ has just seen a foon for the first time.
Spork.
I mean, a spork. Sorry.
A foon? That made me dizzy.
Yeah. Fuck. I just found that so funny.
Life-changing, eh? Spoon and a fork mixed together.
That's actually changed my life because I'm a spoon guy. Like with a curry, I'm a spoon guy. But now that there's a fork, I don't feel so like immature. You know what I mean? So sporks have changed my life.
Oh, Tony's in.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, well,
that is amazing.
You're first for the feedback then, eh?
No, I'm sorry, but I couldn't wait. That is, and I'm not even joking when I say this. This is absolutely serious. That vindaloo, in terms of quality, is up there with some of the best I've ever had. And I'm an Indian guy. I'm a vindaloo guy.
Yeah.
That really is amazing.
Spicy?
It's got a kick in it. Yeah,
For
absolutely.
Sure.
Definitely got a good kick.
Yeah.
What have I got? The teriyaki chicken. That's what I love about this stuff. It doesn't taste like... You right?
Oh, I'm just having an orgasm over here. Don't worry about me.
It doesn't taste like your average pre-packed meals.
No.
Like, there's a massive difference. And what do you do to make it like this?
So basically, like, we cook it all and prepare it all fresh, and then instantly blast freeze it, so snap frozen. So yeah, we snap freeze it, which means like pretty much it freezes it within 15 minutes, so it locks in all the nutrients and freshness, you know what I mean? So there's absolutely no
downtime kind of thing.
No preservatives or any hidden nasties at all in them. They're all fresh, whereas don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but if you look at the others, like the ingredients that are in them are crazy. So that's our like strong point of difference, where they're actually like,
And what's been, because this is a behemoth of a business to go into. And by the way, JJ, we're talking about JJ here. You've never had a real job in your life. So my first job, I worked at KFC, then I worked at a Montezuma's, then I worked in a warehouse for a time. We all went through the stages of having different jobs. But
I had a job for 2 weeks.
what was that?
City
I can't
Beach.
remember.
City
Did
Beach.
you work at City Beach?
Cool
Mainstream
job.
Mall. Yeah, exactly. It was that. It didn't last long, did it? I only have one job at City Beach in the city. And
For 2 weeks.
And it was, but then after like a week and a half on the 2 week mark, the boss called me and told me to come in at like 6 a.m. So, yeah, right. I go in and he made me vacuum all 3 levels of the floor.
I'd leave too.
You got denoted to
And
the
I'm
cleaner.
like, holy moly, there's not a chance. Like, so I ended up doing it, and then I never went back. I was like, nah, he ain't telling me what to do. I just didn't like it, so I never had a job ever again. But
and it's not from laziness. You sort of left school and you were straight into the streets. No. No, you were straight into basically football career or soccer career.
Yeah, that's when I was heavily involved. So yeah, you're right. Basically, all I've ever known is how to play soccer and then how to do prank videos. So I had no real education or experience in like business terms of things. So I went straight into the deep end.
Yeah. And this isn't your average business. Like, this isn't just a business where you're selling a T-shirt, chucking it in Australia Post, and away you go. Like, there's a lot to this.
Yeah.
You're talking about food. You're talking about, like, there's health.
I know.
Really, you got to be so careful.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about it. Like, how...
You're right. It's one of those businesses where you have to be a big business, otherwise you just you flop, because so many hidden things that people wouldn't even know about: the sleeves, the containers, the cardboard boxes, the thermal liners, obviously the production side of things. So it's so much involved.
I challenge anybody to buy this Vindaloo and tell me it's not the best Vindaloo they've ever had. Have you tested this with Indian people?
Yeah.
I guarantee they're going to be your best critics, and I guarantee you'll get 5-star reviews. I'm not even joking.
Why Indian people and why not just anyone?
Well, Polynesians would prefer hungies, like cooked in the ground. I don't. Fork and Easy don't do hungies in the ground.
Fork and hungy.
No, we do it. No.
Oh, what?
Wait, can we
Frozen
tell?
underground.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
Taking that like a champion to me.
I love it.
because you were running late for the show, mate, before
Yeah.
you got here, we loaded that thing up with some extra chili powder.
Did you really?
Yeah.
My lips are a bit swollen.
You've been holding back,
I
haven't you?
didn't want to. Did you really?
Yeah, we loaded it up.
I get that. I didn't want to.
And you're nothing but compliments. You're way too kind.
I didn't want to
this
pussy out on it, right?
Yeah. You didn't want to say, maybe it's a little too hot.
You bastards. It's still beautiful.
But yeah, that's what I mean. You are good with chili, and it speaks a lot for that corn chip. And if that made you struggle, because we put a decent amount in this. And the Vindaloos are already hot, by the way.
Vindaloos are spicy.
Like, we added to it, but the Vindaloo as is comes quite spicy.
But even the meats were really tender.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
To me, I think that would be one of the harder things to get right.